have a product, Rachel, that is literally changing people's lives, women's lives. And it works, it's value-based, it's effective, it's something we can broadly, democratize the whole field of pelvic health. That is so exciting. Hi, I'm Missy Lavender. I'm the founder and CEO of Renalis Health. And Renalis is creating prescribed digital therapeutics to treat conditions below the belt, so broadly called pelvic health. We started Renalis in 2017 as a way to get the essence of pelvic health care to a much broader audience than has historically been available by creating a digital solution, so a software application that could bring the nuggets of care you would get maybe if you were lucky enough to get to a physical therapist or a specialty provider directly to someone on their smart device. So the whole world has changed in the last 12 months, right? A year ago when we were raising around, it was, hire a CTO, build a product, do your proof of concept study, get your green light from FDA, go. And now when you go talk to funders, it's the FDA risk that's the big hurdle. And of course you need funding, we need funding to get there. So what gets me out of bed is that we have a product, Rachel, that is literally changing people's lives, women's lives. And it works, it's value-based, it's effective, it's something we can broadly, democratize the whole field of pelvic health. That is so exciting. I'm super excited at Renalis right now because our primary platform, whose name is CeCe, directed at persons assigned female, has two different verticals right now. So we're addressing overactive bladder, and then we were just given a grant through the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality to build a more broad bladder platform, if you will, directed at primary care, where this is specialty care. So the exciting thing about both of these is that we're going to be able to get people to care faster and hopefully treat some of them with software. But if you think about that platform of pelvic health, there's really devastating conditions like fecal incontinence that we could very easily add to CeCe. There's chronic pain that nobody wants to address but is huge out there. So what we want to do is simply be the gold standard of digital therapeutics to treat this broad area of a person's body, no matter what is showing up for them, leaking, bleeding, chronic pain. So we are currently raising a seed round. We need $2.5 to $3 million. We'd love to be oversubscribed. And that will get us to our FDA pivotal trial through clearance, regulatory, QMS, all of that. And if we find the right person, hire a COO. That's really, really important for our launching of our commercialization product. So when you're in the world of digital therapeutics and going for FDA clearance, you have to come to FDA with data. So we did what's called a proof of concept study. You could call it a pilot, but it's a clinical study with our partner at University Hospitals with a group of women. We had 29 women go through the first version of CeCe, and we were able to see from real data how improved they were, what they liked. Every day we were interacting with them through the platform, so we got tons of feedback, tons of data points. We took all of those data to FDA in what's called a pre-submission meeting, and we said, look, here's what happened, and here's what we want to do next. So we have to present what's called a pivotal trial, and they look at it. They look at the trial design, they look at the data, they look at safety, they look at how the patients are going to interact, and they give you their feedback. I'll say from the proof of concept study, what I can tell you now, because we are finalizing a manuscript, we're going to be presenting this in the spring at 2 conferences, that 80% of the patients reported being very or extremely improved. That's amazing. And there's some real hard data points from secondary outcomes where we're able to see why. That was way beyond our level of expectation. We actually narrowed the number of patients from 50 to 29 because the data were so strong. And that allowed us, that plus their qualitative feedback, because we did exit interviews, allowed us to know that we've got something that works, but even make it better for the product, the version of CeCe going into pivotal trial. Renalis is a women's health or femtech company right now, but what I'm super excited about is that everyone has a pelvis. So we're starting with persons assigned female. We do not intend to exclude the other 49% of the population, but the need is so strong to create good, inexpensive, value-based, effective solutions for the percentage of the population that we know has been not only underfunded, but underdiagnosed and undertreated. So I want to say they're super excited to be doing what we're doing. Really, the world of pelvises are our oyster eventually.